Good morning, ladies. Hello, how are you? Today we're going to be talking about low sodium foods. We're going to be talking about dry brushing and my experience. All this channel is about my own personal experience of losing 40 pounds and getting well and getting healthier. So, we're going to be talking about that a little bit. And then we're going to be talking about what else did I say? Dry brushing, makeup, and low sodium foods. So let's start a little makeup because I really need some lotion on my face, some moisturizer, because it is like feeling so dry and it's like I've got to get something on my face. So let's go ahead and get started with that. We're not going to do a whole extreme amount of makeup today, but we're just going to do a little bit to do a little covering. And so that's what we're going to do. So I just blow dried my hair today. My hair doesn't curl very well. So I don't use a lot of curlers or things like that. One thing that I do like to do is I let my hair kind of dry on its own at times. And then I like to go in and braid a lot of it. And then I can get like a crinkly effect, if I leave it in overnight, especially. And that works for me. It looks nice. That works for me. But curlers don't like do the trick for me that well. So I am going to be buying some setting lotion. So I'm hoping that's going to help. And then I will do a video on putting in curlers and stuff like that. But I don't use a whole lot of curlers. I use a curling iron. I use a flat bar at times, trying to get a little bit of kinky curl out of it, and things like that. But curling irons. But I don't do like a whole lot of putting curlers in my hair because it's a waste of time. My hair is very heavy and it doesn't hold a curl. So I'm gonna get this new product, this setting lotion. So I'm hoping that that's going to help me, and I will try it, but I'm not promising that I'm going to get any kind of a curl. But I will try it for you guys and see how it goes. But my hair is very wiry, it's very heavy. It's kind of like Indian hair, and it doesn't really hold any type of a curl. So, other than like a braid, like if I would braid it really small and then take the braids out after they're dry, it gives me this really nice kind of, I don't know, kind of wild effect, but I like it because I just like the kink in the curl. I like the curly hair. But that's about the only thing I found that really helps me out. Otherwise, I have to put in a ton of hairspray. And I've been really trying to get into better products, and I found some really um, organic makeup and some organic products for your skin. And I'm going to be sharing those with you here. And I'm going to be putting in the link today for the dry brush, where you dry brush your skin. It gives your skin such a nice tingly feeling and it feels so amazing. And it helps with circulation and it helps me. And I'm sure it will help you too. So I will be putting the link in the description for that product, that you can go to my website and check it all out, right? So, anyway, we're going to go ahead and get on with the makeup, and we're not going to do a whole lot. So, we are going to do our eye serum, the little vitamin C eye serum. We'll do a little bit of that. A little much, right? I got more on one eye than the other eye. So I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm always praying for you guys. I'm always thinking about you guys. I'm always like before I go to bed at night thinking about you guys and wondering, how you are. And like there, I know there's a lot of you that are struggling with weight loss, and you're struggling in different areas. Of course, we all have different health issues and different things once you get a little bit older. I'm putting on the little firming cream now, the hibiscus and honey firming cream. And I like to put it on my neck as well. It really does tighten it up and it helps it so much. That makes a whole difference in your makeup. If you're not using a firming cream, you should be using a firming cream because it really does, excuse me, it really does help. My husband is catching a cold, so he has a cough. So I may be getting it. I got a little scratch going on today, little scratchy throat going on today. So hopefully I won't get it, but I was even thinking about sleeping on the couch last night. He goes, "No, you won't get it. Don't worry about it." I'm like, "That's easy for you to say. I don't have time to get sick, right? So I don't want to get sick. So we're not going to allow it. I'm going to use the lighter um, concealer today. I'm going to do a little bit of that. I'm going to move my mirror just a little bit closer so I can see. Maybe if I turn it like that, you guys can see a little. Gonna put a little bit underneath my eyes and a little on my nose and a little down here. I have a little cold sore starting, and I wasn't eating tomatoes there for a while, and I just love tomatoes, and I went back to eating more tomatoes, and now I have this little cold sore going on. We're gonna go ahead and blend this in for make sure that it's nice and smooth. And the concealer really helps with my chapped lips and my little cold sore I got going on. I always get that if I get if I have a little too much acid foods, then I get that. And we just got done having some salsa over the weekend, and that probably really did it for me. And I usually try to stay away from that stuff because it's salty and everything else. But I did have a little bit, and I was like, oh, I have to back off. So now I have to like really watch it. So I'm going to do another concealer, but a little darker one. I'm going to put that on the side of my nose. And then I'm going to do my laugh lines here. And then a little blemish here. And make it match. I don't want to do my hair. I just blow dried my hair with my dry bar. It feels so good. It helps me so much because my hair gets drier faster than what I'm used to. And I like, oh my gosh, before I would have a blow dryer going for like a half an hour to try to blow dry my really thick hair, and this dry bar just really gets in there. You can like section off your hair and it really gets in there and it really does a nice job. And today I'm going to remember the foundation. So we're going to do a little foundation today. And I hope this is my new one, which I don't think it is. No, it's not. I'm going to throw that one away. Let me put it behind me because I have to remember to throw it away. And I was like, I don't want to choose the wrong one. It's like, make sure I got the right one. That one, I put a little oil in it because I was getting really low and then it made it so greasy. It's like, ooh. But it did help my, a little bit of olive oil. It did help my eyebrows to start growing. I just plucked a couple of them before I came on camera, and it really did. Like they're starting to thicken up a little bit. So I'm thrilled with that because I could use a little more eyebrow, especially on the ends where it's really sparse. It doesn't want to grow as much as the other. I got these kind of wild earrings on today. I thought they kind of went cute with this dress. I got one of my new dresses on today, and I just thought it kind of went cute with the dress. And so I was like, oh, that works. Pretty nice. I'm going to kind of wash my hands a little bit with one of these towelettes. Get one out. They're so handy having them right here by my makeup. And just perfect. I always take too much makeup. I need to not be so wasteful and drowned in it, right? So then you could go ahead and do a little dry powder if you wanted to, put on a little bit so it doesn't like really shine or shimmer. You could go ahead and do that now. but I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it because I need all the moisture I can get. And then we're going to go ahead and put on, I think I'm going to start at the top. So I'm going to do a little bit of eyebrow. Uh, I have a little eyebrow brush here that I like. I think this is my newer one. We're just going to need to clean my mirror a little more. It gets dirty so fast, like every day, right? It just kind of bring it down. I think that looks pretty nice. It looks nice. I have all the lights on today, but it still seems a little dark. And I apologize for that. All right, how about a little eyeshadow? Find a brush that we like. Let's see. I'll use this real light one here. Get my towel on my lap before I start brushing on my dress, which I don't want to do. I love the color of this dress. I think it's just really, it's kind of a muted color, but it just is comfortable. It's a little bit clingy, more than I'm used to, but it's comfortable, and I like it. And so we're gonna go with it. We're gonna feel pretty today. We're gonna just do our best, right? So I'm gonna go with the sparkle under our eye today, the lighter color, but with the sparkle. Let's see how that looks. Doesn't blend as good as the other one, the lighter color, but it will be just fine. We're beautiful in our own way. We're all beautiful in our own way. And we just sometimes need just a little enhancement, right? Just need a little bit of something. And it helps us out. All right, then I'm going to use my other favorite brush for eyeshadow, this little bit thicker one. Kind of wipe it off. And I think I'm going to go with this deeper color, like on the eyelid. So I'm going to go with this, kind of make it's almost color of our dress, my dress, kind of. And then just blend it, not too much to where it gets dark, cakey, just really light. Like that. It almost looks really natural in a way. Just blends in so nice. Looks nice. Camera seems so dark today. I don't know. My other video yesterday seemed really dark too, and I was outside. It's like, what's going on? So that's enough of that. All right, now we're gonna do a little blushy. Then we'll come back and do our eyeliner, I guess, since we already picked this up. And then we're just gonna do a little on top here. Just go with a real natural look today. Very kind of sets the mood of our dress. Just kind of really natural, healthy, natural, beautiful. I want to make all of you guys beautiful, right? You so deserve it. I'm going to be bringing you lots of new products on my in my description box, a lot of new products and some really interesting things that can help you enhance your life, live a better life. Excuse me, one second. Sorry. So we all want to be able to do that, to enhance our life, beautify our life. All right, let's go with a little liner. And I didn't pick a black one. I picked a really dark brown one because that really is the color of my hair, my natural color. I'm going to use that. Beautiful. Nice. Blend, blend, blend. Blend, blend, blend. Before we get our mascara on. Okay, and then let's go with, we could do a mascara. Let's try this today. This is the mascara. It's supposed to make it really lush. Longer. No idea if it will. I think we used it when we first got it. Kind of plump them up, right? And I just touched. Darn it. I hate when I do that. I don't hate anything. I don't know why I said that. I try not to ever use that word. It does make them seem a little longer. Lengthens them. And the nice thing is almost everyone has eyelashes that they could just beautify a little bit. And start looking their very best too. And once we get older, it seems like we're like, oh, well, we're not going to mess with that, you know? But when we do, it improves our self-esteem, really boosts our mood. And if you want to be on a weight loss plan, it's important to boost your mood, to really try to be your best, because then you can have greater success at losing weight because you feel good about yourself, right? I think that's pretty good. Very nice. We will do how about a little bronzing powder? I know you guys like the bronzing powder. And it really does help slim your face down, I believe. And you know, I can't see a thing, so I'm trying to open this thing and I can't get it open. Let's go to the wrong side. There we go. All right. My mirror is just so... Look how that really takes those little cheekies and slims them down. It really does. Our neck, side of our nose, maybe a little here. I like to blend in my eyebrows a little more. What a difference. Very nice. What a difference. Okay, so then I think, what do we need next? We need a little lip action. Yes! We need a little lip action. All right, let's plump these babies up today. Let's see what we can do. gonna get some more pencils too, especially since I found this all natural products for makeup. And I am so tired of like using makeup and it has so many ingredients in it and it just is so bad for us, right? So I got rid of my toothpaste. I told you guys that in the other video. I'm using a natural toothpaste that I made homemade and just trying to weed out a lot of things. I'm trying to next get rid of hairspray and if I could get a more natural hairspray. So I'm searching on this website and I'm going to get a really nice hairspray. It's more natural. So the products are not like going into your body, right? I was reading yesterday about products and things. You know, I'm always on the research and researching about products. I brought it up just a little bit more. I got a sore lip. I'm trying to make my lips look a little bit larger. I think that's good, but I don't think it's even. That's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. All right, let's find a really nice lipstick. Keep using the same one. I gotta get some different lipsticks too. Let's try this this little pinky one. I don't use this too often. Oh yeah, that's gonna make our face pop a little. It's gonna make. And I put my little tissue. Oh, sorry, you guys. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Okay. What else do we need? I think it looks pretty good. I can't believe how much it like slims my jawline down with the bronzer. Really does slim it down. So, and my neck, it just really helps it so much. I can tell the difference. Can really tell the difference. Okay, we're going to put on a little, I think we're done. We're just going to put on a little bit of our spray. It smells so lovely. Oop, I think I missed. Beautiful. It smells so lovely. So like summer, you know? It just really, really does. It feels so good. I think we're about done. I might play around here just with this little, if I find a little brush, I'll put a little bit on our nose. I'm just going to use a little brush. See if we can. Enhance our nose just a little bit. Bring it down. Make it look a little slimmer and nice. Very nice. All right. So I think that is it for that. So the next thing I want to talk to you guys is the brush, the dry brush that's for your skin. So I bought one of these a while back, probably about a month ago, and I really like it. And I'm going to give you a link in the description for one. It's similar to this one. And it's not exactly the same, but it's similar to this one, but you'll get the same effects. You want to make sure that it has a nice natural bristles, you know, and you dry brush your your body. So you dry brush your arms, you pull everything, you dry brush and you pull everything towards your heart. You dry brush it all towards your heart. And then the same thing with your legs. You pull up, you brush down here, you pull up on your legs, the front, back, all the way up, your bosom, all that way, your belly, all that. And it really does feel so good. It makes you feel so good. It helps with your circulation. So if you have tingling, you have circulation, um, it will help with that as well, as what it states. Um, I'm not a doctor, dietitian, or therapist or anything like that, but I know that how it makes me feel. So when I use it, it feels so good. It's like your whole body kind of like gets this little tingling sensation, kind of like a good feeling of tingle, kind of like really like you're really you're like, I don't know what foliating it or clarifying it or your body or whatever you would call it, but it really makes it feel special. It makes it feel good. And so I hope you get the same effects with yours. And you just have to try it to know if it will work for you. My problem is I have to remember to do it because you're supposed to do it before your shower. And sometimes in the morning, I get up, I get right in there, and then I'm like, oh, shoot, I wish I would have used it. But then again, at nighttime, I'll sometimes take a shower and then I'll remember it then and I'll do it, before I go to bed. I'll do it and then I'll take my shower. Especially, I take my shower at night if I know I'm going to go away in the morning and I'm going to be rushed for time. So I will dry brush my body and then I will get in the shower and then put on lotion. Probably want to put on some sort of a lotion afterwards. Makes your skin feel so nice and so good. And it's nice because it gets rid of all that flaky skin. It gets rid of all of that skin that just isn't like looking healthy, and this can kind of help enhance and beautify it a little bit. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. So I hope you guys will like it because I'm only showing you different products that I really like, things that help me in my life, right? And they are wonderful. And it's especially nice when you find products that make you feel good in some sort of a way. And then my other machine that I like for circulation is you put your feet on this machine and you sit, you put your legs on it, and it kind of helps with the circulation from the bottom of your feet all the way through your body. And you get done with that 15 minutes later and you start walking around and stuff. And it just like you can feel that it has done something nice for your body, something healthy in a healthy way because it feels good. It makes you feel good. And that's what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to feel good. Nobody wants to feel lousy. That's for sure, right? Excuse me 1 second there. Sorry about that. So now we're going to talk about the low blood pressure foods. And a lot of these foods I eat and the ones that I can have. And so this is also not only just stating this from the research, but it's also my own experience that has helped me to get my blood pressure down, right? So yeah, so let's get started. So low blood pressure foods from what I researched and what I found, and I don't know if I put the source cited the source. Let's see. Um, the one for tomorrow is about what we're going to be talking about tomorrow is hormones, and that one was cited from Georgia State University. And this one, I believe it was from the same source as what I used the day before. News Medical Net, I believe it's from, or because that had low sugar foods, or it was from healthline.com. Health, might have been healthline.com actually, because I went right into it. So healthline.com, and I'll put that in the descriptions for my reference as well. It kind of helps out if you want to go and read the full article and stuff. So low blood pressure, foods that can help with low blood pressure. So you want to be eating low sodium foods. So that means like raw fruits and vegetables, right? So you want to make sure you're eating those. Frozen fruits and vegetables are great too. You just have to read and make sure that the content, the ingredients doesn't include, the nutrition label doesn't include uh, extra sodium. You want to buy ones that don't have the extra sodium or sugars in there. And just for reference, since we're talking about foods right now, I just want to mention an article that I was reading yesterday that talked about different canned foods that you buy. So if you buy some of those really off-brand soups and those off-brand canned beans and vegetables and things, you want to be very careful and make sure that you are reading the nutritional label and the ingredients, because a lot of those foods are bioengineered, and that means that they have been put through a process and they have been enhanced with products that you don't want in your body. Let's just put it that way. Real long names, and that's why they just get away with putting bio engineered products, ingredients, foods, you know. So you want to be careful with some of those off-brand foods, especially if you maybe are eating a lot of those. A lot of canned foods, they offer a lot of sodium, so you want to be aware of that, and you want to really watch the canned foods. There's so much sodium in there. You start reading some of that sodium and you're just like, oh my gosh, it's a lot. So frozen potatoes, like fries, so you just have to read your fries, like french fries, and like shredded potatoes, which would be like a hash brown. Some of those are just strictly potato. So you could get by with having those. Now, when I told you about the other part of having a lot of starches and a lot of pastas and carbs and things like that, you want to make sure that you freeze or refrigerate your carbs. So if you would buy frozen french fries with no other ingredient, or you would buy frozen hash browns with no other ingredients in it, those are going to be resistant starches because they've been frozen. So they're going to not go to your small intestine when you digest them. They're going to go to your large intestine, and then your body's going to use them as stored energy, instead of going into your small intestine and turning into the glucose and all that stuff. So you want to make sure that you are refrigerating at least some of your pastas, because I was saying on another video that we really love white rice, but I make it, put it in the refrigerator, and eat it the next day. So that's what helps with dieting as well. Um, and then most dried foods are pretty good. You just have to watch, if they're putting extra sugar in there, If you can get a lot of natural dried fruits and things, dried foods, that's great, where it doesn't have extra sodium or extra salts in it, You don't want those. So foods that reduce sodium. So these are foods, so if you ate too much salt, you can eat some of these. So sometimes you feel like maybe your blood pressure goes up, like you ate too much salt. Maybe you're still hungry and you already know that you ate too much salt. You can try some of these foods to try to reduce some of the salt, right? So these are a list here. So you might want to take out a paper and pen for these foods, because these will help you to lower the sodium that you've already eaten, right? So I'll give you a minute to do that. Grab a sheet of paper and a pen. Okay. So then avocado is one, banana, kiwi, yogurt, leafy greens, coconut water is what I'm saying, herbal tea, and white beans. So the benefits of a low sodium diet. So this is what a low sodium diet can do for you. It can reduce the risk of heart disease, healthy blood pressure, better brain health, better kidney function, less thirsty, and less bloated. Those are all things that it can do for you. So if you want to watch your sodium intake, refrain from eating prepackaged foods, restaurant foods, and processed foods. That's what gets us. And that's the stuff sometimes we like, I know, but that's what really gets us and raises our blood pressure. So don't put salt on your food and make homemade soups instead of trying to buy all canned or processed foods. Try to, excuse me, try to make your own soups, and it is really beneficial to your health. Excuse me. So use more herbs and spices in your dishes. Rinse cans of vegetables and fruit. So you rinse the syrup off of fruit, you rinse the sodium off of vegetables. It will help you so much. Read every food label you bring into your kitchen. Excuse me. When you go to restaurants, request that they put no salt on your food. I say it over and over again. And sometimes they pay attention and sometimes they don't. Excuse me. Limit fast food meals. Here are some good produce choices that help. Goodness sakes. Here are some good produce choices that help. Okay. Sorry, guys. Grapes, apples, potatoes, strawberries, asparagus, mangoes, mushrooms, oranges, spinach, and watermelon. Excuse me. I hope I'm not getting what my husband has. Something's really tearing me up right now. A few grains that are sure to please. I don't know if I'm going to say this right. Sorghum. I don't know exactly what it is. Uh, Quinoa, whole grain pasta, brown rice, and oats. Really good grains. Protein rich sources: eggs, dried beans, hummus, and unsalted nuts. Dairy, yummy nutrients. Unflavored half and half, milk, yogurt, kefir, unsalted butter, and Swiss cheese. So, for a fat source loaded with antioxidants and vitamins, avocado oil, olive oil, avocados. I live on avocados. Almond, tuna, sardines, hemp seed, chia seeds, flax seeds. Uh, Unsalted nuts, almonds, cashews, pistachios, peanuts, and these types of nut butters as well. What types of food to watch out for and stop eating these? So this is important too, not only to eat the good stuff, but to watch out for the bad stuff and put it in your brain so you know when you come across these foods, you're like kind of shy away from them. Okay. So here we go. Ham is full of salt, and we all love it, right? It's full of salt. Forget it. Hot dogs. I don't know if I've had a hot dog in 2 years. Pickles, canned pasta, canned soups, pretzels, chips, soy sauce, frozen French breads. You know how those frozen French breads, my husband loves to buy those things. And I just keep stocking them in the freezer. It's like, I'm not cooking that. But anyway, and they butter it up, they butter the whole thing and they like put tons of like, cheeses and salts and all this stuff on those breads. So also vegetable juice. You can get a low sodium vegetable juice, but you can still even water it down a little. Take a little bit, water it, add water. I add water to like my yogurt. I add water to my Greek yogurt that's thick. And it makes you feel like you're getting a lot more, and then you're getting a little bit of extra water too. So it helps me, and I, you know, pass on whatever can help you guys as well. And so whatever is really thick, I kind of like water it down a little bit, and it makes you feel like you're getting something really good. And then that part of it is water, but it doesn't. Our brain doesn't like go that way. It's just like it's just more food for us, right? So cheddar cheese is bad too, and then most cheeses and pasta sauces. Those jars of pasta sauce, and they just put all kinds of ingredients in there, so you have to watch out for those. So what you could do is you could make like some overnight oats Oh, I was writing a recipe for overnight oats. I'll give you the recipe if you want the recipe. Sure. You got a paper and pen? Put it. You can write it down. On because I won't put it in the comments. I mean, I won't put it in the description. I'm not going to write it in the description. Um, so overnight oats, and I put them in those wide mouth jars, but the shorter ones, and not the real short jelly jar, but the other one, like the 8 ounce. I would put them in there with the lid, so I'd make like 6 of them at a time, and these things last pretty long. You can get by like 4 or 5 days out. And I was taking them to the other house when I would go over there in the morning, and work and take these along, and I would have breakfast whenever I decided I was ready for breakfast. Sometimes I get up in the morning and I'm not that hungry until like later on in the day. But today my stomach was growling. I didn't eat enough last night, so I did eat right away this morning. But I haven't had my lunch yet, and it's like 1:30. So, but I'm not hungry. So anyway, so here's overnight oats recipe. Okay, and I got this somewhere online, but it doesn't really matter because we changed out some of the ingredients to what was healthy instead of what they had. So 2.5 cups of oats, raw oats, the good ones, the raw oats, right? And then 2.5 cups of a plant-based milk. What is your favorite? Whatever one is your favorite. I like cashew milk. Cashews do have a little bit more carbs than an almond milk or a coconut milk, so you might want to try an almond milk, but I like the cashew. It's just really, I don't know, it just blends. I feel that it blends nicer. I don't know, maybe it doesn't, maybe it's just something in my head, I don't know. And they had regular sugar here, but we're going to use stevia, so it's no calorie food. So I can't say no calorie food. It's not, that's not correct. Okay. I mean, it's like a lower sugar type food, because some of these still have, even in raw form, they still carry some sugar. So then stevia. So we're going to use stevia, and then 1.5 teaspoon of vanilla, and then 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. And then you could also add like some little bit of blueberries on top, a little bit of crunched nut on top. Like I had my bowl of yogurt this morning, so I had the zero fat yogurt this morning. And so I had that. I had like 3 big tablespoons of it, and then I mixed water with it. And one thing I put with it, I wanted to try this, and it was really delicious. So those packs of what are they called? Crystal Light. Crystal Light that you put in a glass of water or jar or bottle of water, and you could shake it up or stir it, and you have flavored water or whatever, and no calorie. So I took a half a package of that and I put it in with my yogurt, and it was the mango, I forget what else is in there, but the mango flavored one. And put it in there with my yogurt, because my yogurt is plain. There's no sugar, no nothing in it. So I stirred that up in there, and then I topped it off with some blueberries and some cashews, some hemp seed, some peanut butter, and a quarter of a banana. So that's what I had for breakfast. And see how much it holds you over. I ate that this morning. I think it was close to 8 o'clock, maybe even 7:30. It was early. So that would be, so let's say 8 o'clock, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. It's 1:35, 5.5 hours so far, and I'm not even hungry, right? So, um, Greek yogurt can really hold you over. And a lot of people say, now, why do you eat Greek yogurt and not a plant-based yogurt? I don't eat a plant-based yogurt because I can't have some of the products they put in it, the ingredients, sunflower lithin, or whatever it is they put in there, and some other ingredients that they make it out of. So I eat some of the animal products of the dairy mainly. And I still eat a little bit of, not really, but chicken and fish, and shrimp, and I love seafood and seafood. So anyway, but that's just because of my allergies. And so, um, what was I going to say now? Oh, I forget what I was going to say. But anyway, you want to, just, I forget what I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about something. Oh my God, what was it? I was going to talk about, oh, so what I had for breakfast. So we talked about that. And then but anyway, with the crystal light that you put in there, and it's no calorie, but you get the flavor. That's what I like about it. You really get the flavor of that, and it really helps you to like go longer period of time before your next meal. And I'm not saying anybody should starve themselves. If you're hungry, eat. Yes, of course, eat. Don't like starve yourself and try to go that long. But it's just like I eat these foods. Like they ask, sometimes I get people ask me how come I eat the Greek yogurt, plant, animal product, and how come I eat like oatmeal, because these are products, these are foods that will keep you satisfied longer. They're good for you. Like oatmeal is really good for your heart and stuff. And it doesn't seem like, because they're always saying like, and I read different articles about, like oatmeal, that's to fatten up, the cattle and different things like that, and to make them feel full, but they feel full longer, so you have to just like little bits. Like my oatmeal, I only have like 1 tablespoon of oatmeal. That's not much. It's just enough for that little bit of crunch on top of my yogurt, right? And it makes you like go a longer time without like having to snack and having to sit and worry about what am I going to eat next, what's my next meal going to be, and things like that. We don't want to diet that way. We don't want to like run our life that way. We eat when we're hungry, and we just choose good foods, right? And you have to know some of these good foods. You have to know what type of plan to be on to incorporate some of these good foods that will keep you fuller longer and to keep you satisfied. And I don't want anyone to starve. And I want people to eat foods that they like, right? Don't just eat stuff that you don't like, because that's a whole psychological effect on you too. Like if you eat foods that you really like, you're excited about eating them, they're going to like be good for you. I mean, you're gonna like digest them the correct way, and you're gonna like love eating them, right? And it's gonna be making you feel good, And we want you to feel good, but we also want you to be able to drop the pounds, right? So, yeah. So don't like ever try to like starve yourself. That doesn't work. The weight will come right back on. You may get really down, really thin, and then all of a sudden you're just like enough of this. And then you just pick it all back up because you're not doing it in moderation, and you're not doing it for long term, learning new eating habits for long term. So I talked long enough. I'm going to go for now. Please subscribe to this channel. I need 2 more subscribers. And there's a lot of you out there. 80% of you are not subscribed. And I need 2 more to hit my goal for this week, that I want to reach 40 subscribers. So please help me out. I would love you for that. Oh my gosh. And it would make me so excited. And thank you guys so much for watching. I tried to bring you really good content that you can learn from, right? And you can learn to eat better, and you can learn to choose different ways of eating and setting up your lifestyle for longevity. So thank you so much for watching. I will put some links in the description, and you can go and get your dry brush. Go and get your dry brush so you can start brushing your skin. And there's a lot more products to look at. And it's just, you're gonna love it. I am so excited. I found this website, and I do get commissions, and so I will state that here. I haven't put it in my thing yet, but I will put a disclaimer. And so I just want to say it here. I am not responsible for anything that I say here that is like hold me responsible or anything. It's your own use and your own your sole discretion, you know what I mean? And you using it your way and everything. So anyway, so I'm gonna go for now. Thanks so much for watching. I love you guys. Let's give you a big hug from me to you. And thanks so much. And I'll talk to you guys all real soon. Bye bye now.